What's up, guys? This is your boy Wild Rocky, and I talk all things hockey. Today, I'm going to be going over the Metropolitan division to be seeing how I like these teams so far during the NHL season. So we're about a month and a week into the season, and the Metro's it's been very, very crazy. A lot of win streaks, a lot of losing streaks in this division, and a lot of surprising teams. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to go over every single team, not going to be biased, and I'm just going to go over, in my opinion, what their ceiling is going to be, what the ending of the season is going to look like for them. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy it all, please drop a like, subscribe, comment down below more video ideas for me to do in the future. I will be doing the other divisions soon, so make sure to hit the bell so you do not miss out on those videos. But thank you. Let's get straight to this video. All right, guys, the first team we're going to go over is going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets. There's a lot of hype going into their season. They got the biggest free agent in Johnny Gaudreau. We're like, okay, cool. Laine was looking unreal, scoring the puck on all cylinders. We thought this team was going to be nasty. Elvis Lincoln's very good goalie. Corpusalo, very solid backup. We're like, okay, this team's nasty. They still have Werenski in the back end. We're like, okay, they could make a push to the playoffs. Kent Johnson, young rookie. Things are looking good for the Blue Jackets, right? First week of the season, Laine's gone. And I feel it just went down from there. Now Werenski's hurt for the year, gone for the entire season. Laine's hurt again. It's just going downhill for the Blue Jackets. Lincoln's have been absolutely horrible. The fan base on the Blue Jackets have not been good, in my opinion. Been really doing some awful things to Lincoln's and his family. I cannot believe that. I don't even want to go over that anymore. But Blue Jackets, there's a lot of hype going to them. I know it was tough. It was some weird hype. You know what I mean? Yes, you got Gaudreau, but I just feel like it was a tough situation for him in general. And yeah, it is what it is. You guys have a chance of getting Bedard. Obviously, I don't think you're going to do too much this season, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I know Gaudreau doesn't really want that, but it is what it is. Maybe if you get Bedard, hey, could turn your franchise around just like that. So even if you get a top 5 pick, you're gonna get a good player. It could help him out, and just try to develop Kent Johnson because that guy is super good. So that'd be huge. And just try to keep Gaudreau happy. Just try to keep him happy at least. But my ceiling, I don't think you won't be close to playoffs. I think you'll probably get dead last in the Metro, maybe second to last. But there's a chance of getting Bedard, so there's a positive right there. But other than that, Blue Jackets, it's just unfortunate for you guys. Up next is going to be the Philadelphia Flyers. They had a very good start to the season. They signed Torello at the beginning of the year, and the fans were like loving it, or they really didn't like it. So it was a little hit or miss for Torello, but I feel like he's done pretty damn well with this Flyers team. They had a very good winning streak at the beginning of the year. They were like the top of the Metro, or second in the Metro. They were doing very, very well, but they have fallen off recently pretty damn hard, and they're just slipping in the standings. And I don't know if they're going to be recovering it, but it is what it is. But also, I do want to pay respects to Carter Hart. A lot of fans, a lot of just NHL fans in general, were hating on Carter Hart. But if you go back to a lot of my videos, I did say Carter Hart is a real deal. He just needs a defense in front of him. And Torello has been making that defense happen. And he's been very, very solid for your team. Obviously, he's been a little bad recently, but I feel like when he was really good, this team was winning. So he just, obviously, it's a team in front of him and that just shows that it's the team in front of him needs to play well for Carter Hart to play well as well. So the ceiling, I feel like it's the same thing as the Blue Jackets. I don't think you're going to make playoffs. I think you're just going to keep falling. And that's not a bad thing, in my opinion. You just got to keep developing your younger guys, because you do have a lot of younger guys. And just maybe get Bedard. I hope not. Obviously, I hope not for my sake. But for your fans' sake, obviously, there is a chance. So that is that. I don't think you're going to make playoffs. But hey, it's Bedard sweepstakes, baby. Up next is who I've been waiting for, guys. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Penguins, my favorite team. I'm going to be very critical here to my favorite team. So if you don't want to be here, it might be a little long. Penguins rant here. Okay. Penguins were hot. 4-0-1. We were looking good. Scored 6 goals in every home game. We're like, yes, we are rolling. Defense was solid. Goaltending was solid. We're like, yep, Stanley Cup. Just bring it home to Pittsburgh now. Then we go on a 7-game losing streak. Out west, basically lose like all 5. Then just come back. Just absolutely horrible. I know we start really bad at the beginning of the year every single year, but I feel like this is worse than usual. I feel like we never look this bad. Like, we look even Crosby's looking bad. The only thing that's positive in Pittsburgh is the second line right now: Malkin, Zucker, and Raquel. But I think they're changing that because they need to switch up, because every line's not good, so you can't just have one good line. So I think they're switching Raquel and Rust again because they need to get Rust going, and maybe Raquel will help Crosby get back to himself. So maybe that's going to help the Penguins out, but who knows? It's very, very scary because Penguins aren't usually this bad. We're not getting goaltending right now. Jari's hurt, so it's just DeSmith, and DeSmith is up and down. We don't know what kind of DeSmith we're going to get every single night. But hey, I am kind of scared. Usually I'm like, cool, we lose 6 out of 7 in the first games. Like, cool. Then 1 month we win 15 games. That's usually what we do. But it's not looking like that right now. Our team's old. We're the oldest in the NHL. We look slow. Letang turns over the puck every single time he touches it. Dumoulin can barely skate, and he's bad. We need to make a trade. Hextall. I know a lot of fans are all on Hextall, but I know he's done a couple good things. I agree. But obviously the Kapanen deal, like that stuff, like I do think we need maybe a little change something in the locker room. Obviously, you're not going to fire Coach Sullivan. He's very, very good. But hey, I still have some faith in the Penguins. I think we'll turn it around. We'll see this next month. If December if they continue to be really, really bad, I wouldn't be surprised if coaches get fired, trades happen. I would not be surprised. But this December is huge. If we lose a lot in December, you can't rebuild. That's the thing. You can't rebuild. So it might just be horrible. Like the next 5 years, it might just be complete dog, just missing play. I'm not even gonna say that. I think the ceiling for the Penguins, I think they might be able to sneak in the top 3 in the Metro. They might be able to, or maybe the wild card, but it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good, but I do have some faith. I think we're fine. Just wait after December. If we don't do this after December, we have a chance. But if we start doing bad, I don't know. We should not be even considered in the Bedard sweepstakes, and we are right now. That's not good. That's not good. Up next is going to be the Washington Capitals. They've been very mediocre this year, up and down. Like, either really good or really, really bad. But hey, I'm going to go on a little rant here as well on Ovechkin. He's very good. Unreal. 14 points, 18 games. Cool. But he's a minus 15. You're not going to win if your best player is a minus 15. Basically, your entire team is minus. That is not good. And if you ever think, I'm going to win a Stanley Cup, you're not winning a Stanley Cup being minus 15. I'm sorry, you're not. When they won in 2018, where was he minus? I honestly don't know. He probably was, because that's just how he plays, but I doubt it, because he played a lot of defensively. He played very defensively in that year, and that's why they won the cup. He was very defensive in the playoffs. So obviously, Capitals are still a scary team. If you want to play, if they make playoffs, like, they can win a round. They can win some games. But I just feel like this year, they're not going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to be close. It's going to be a race. It's going to be like the Kings and the Knights last year, and the Stars, in that close playoff race. I think that's what it's going to be this year, and they're just going to be on the other side of it this time. I don't know why. I just have a feeling, unless Ovi starts popping off and they get some depth, and Kemper starts doing good, because he's been okay. Not good, not bad. You know what I mean? He's been okay, but he's not a goalie right now that's going to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. Yes, he won last year, but I don't think he'll be able to do it again. And once again, I think they'll follow up. I think they're going to end up short here in the playoffs, but you never know with the Capitals. You never know. But as of now, I think they're on the outside looking in. Up next is the New York Rangers. This team is very, very scary, right? On paper, very, very scary. They've not been good recently. They started really, really good. Very good. Obviously, their top 6 is unreal. Unreal. Panarin's doing very good this year. Zibanejad's doing all right. But the bottom 6 is not good in my opinion right now. It is not good in my opinion. And I feel like if they make it, when they make it to the playoffs, they're going to make playoffs. So don't worry, Ranger fans, you're making the playoffs. But I think you're going to have to lean on your top 6 a lot, and that is not good. You need to be able to trust your fourth line. I think your fourth line's not bad, but I feel like you need to be able to trust them and even put the puck in the net. And I don't know if that's going to happen this year. But one thing is, Shesterkin is playing very well again. Obviously, he's not having a season like last year, but I feel like it was very unrealistic to think he's going to have the same year like he did last year. You can't really have 2 perfect career years in a row. It just really doesn't happen like that. But he's still playing very, very solid. Enough for them to win a round, for him to steal a game, steal a round. If things happen like that, I feel like he is still like that. So that is a huge positive. Your team is still really good. I love your defense. Fox is unreal. Yeah, your team's looking good, but I feel like the depth can get better. I think it will get better. Maybe do a trade than an accusation. Who knows? I don't know what you guys are thinking, but obviously, I know you guys should be scoring a lot more goals than you are right now, but it's going to happen. And hopefully towards the end of the season, you start doing that, because that's what you guys need to do. That's what you guys score a lot of goals. And right now it is not coming, but I would not be worried. You guys are making playoffs, and I think you'll probably go deep in the playoffs. Most likely second round conference finals. Depends if you play Carolina or not, because Carolina is unreal. If you play Carolina, I still think Carolina might be better, but who knows? But I think the Rangers will go pretty far this year. Up next is the Carolina Hurricanes. My opinion, still the best team in the Eastern Conference. I think they're the team to beat, and they're just solid, man. They're very, very solid, and they have some good depth. I like their depth. Obviously, they could be putting up more points right now, but that's going to come. That's going to come. You got to give them some time there. And also, their goalies are playing all right. And Kochikov, I don't know if that's his name or not. He is playing unreal. I heard people from my comments are saying he is the real deal, and he's showing that right now. So I don't know if he's going to be able to. I don't know if the Canes are going to ride him like that because he's young and he doesn't have the experience. So I don't know if there's going to be too much pressure on him. But if he's playing like he is right now, and he might even beat out Frederik Andersen, like who knows? Like he's looking really, really good. But obviously, I don't know if you guys would feel confident going to the playoffs as him as your starter. But I don't think that is going to happen. I think it's Anderson's net, in my opinion. It's Anderson's net. And unless he loses it or gets hurt, and I think Kachikov, you guys got to tell me how to pronounce his name. That's my fault. He's going to be really good in the future, and I will know his name in this, soon. But hey, if he gets hurt, Anderson gets hurt, like he usually does. He get hurt. That's just what he is. He did it in Anaheim, did it in Toronto, and he did it last year in the Hurricanes. So I feel like if he gets hurt, I feel like Kachikov will be ready and maybe be able to steal a series. It might be like a Vasilevsky when Ben Bishop got hurt against Pittsburgh back in like 2016. You know what I mean? Like who knows what could happen? It could be a new star in the NHL, and that'd be huge for the Hurricanes. Also, I think when Pacioretty comes back this season, it's gonna change the dynamic of the team. He's a natural goal scorer, and that's what the Canes need. And that's just gonna make them even more scary. And stealing, I think it's cup or bust, baby. I think it's cup or bust for the Hurricanes. And the second last team is gonna be the New York Islanders. Been very good this season. Pretty good record so far. A couple concerning games, like getting shut up by the Arizona Coyotes on home ice. It happens. You can't really blame them or anything like that. It happens to every single team. One thing, if you guys do watch me for a long time, you know I'd say this a lot about the Islanders, but this one person, Matthew Barzal, still has not scored. He has 18 assists and no goals. And I get it. 18 assists is still really, really good. I get it. But you don't pay a guy $9+ million to not score goals. I get it. You could have a Huberdeau who can get 60 to 70 assists a year, right? But he also puts up 20 to 25 goals a season. You know what I mean? It's like he can still do that. Right now, Barzal's not doing that. He's just going to put up 70 assists with 2 goals. You don't really want that. Obviously, 70 assists, you'll take that all day. But you need those goals, especially when it comes to playoffs. You need a natural goal scorer. You need your best player to step up. And right now, Barzal's not doing that in the goal column. But hey, it might get better. I feel like if he puts one in the net, the other ones are going to keep coming. I feel like that's just what's going to happen because if you're a superstar, it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It happens sometimes. But also, I do think Sorokin right now is the best goalie in the NHL. I think he's the leader for the Vezina right now. He's going to win you a series, if anything. If you guys do make playoffs, I think he could win a series. I think you guys can go far. You guys usually do it. Whenever you make playoffs, you guys usually go far, which is scary. I hate playing the Islanders. I hate watching the Islanders. They're just a scary team in general. And the team's looking good. They need to keep up the consistency because obviously that's hard for some teams. But hey, it is what it is. They're looking good. And their ceiling, in my opinion, is I think they can win a couple rounds this year. So I would look out for the Islanders. And the last team of this video, of the Metropolitan, is the craziest in the NHL right now. The New Jersey Devils. They've just won 10 in a row. Let me say that again. They've won 10 games in a row. Absolutely crazy. No one expected this. If you asked a Devils fan before the year that they'd be first in the NHL, 10-game winning streak, they would think you're crazy. And obviously, like, how could you not? They're a young team. I didn't think they were ready yet. I didn't think their goalies. I didn't think Vanacek was this guy. Mackenzie Blackwood's hurt too. I didn't think Schmid is this guy. Obviously, he was pretty good in the A, but I didn't think he was going to be this guy. They're unreal. Jack Hughes is playing unreal. Heischer is playing unreal. They're just getting depth in general. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. The goalies are playing unreal. Vanacek, horrible first couple games, right? Horrible. The coach was getting all the fans were yelling at the coach to get fired, but now they're saying sorry and stuff like that, which is kind of funny. But hey, they're looking very, very good. It's kind of scary. Like, I watched their game. I'm like, are they really this good? They actually are. Their offense is like, they could roll 4 lines. Like, they're rolling 4 lines. Their 4th line BMW line, unreal. Like, oh my God, Miles Wood is nasty right now. Bratt is nasty right now. Like, this team is very, very good. They have a lot of depth. It's kind of scary. It's like the Parise day with Kovalchuk. Like, they're looking like that. But once again, is this sustainable? I don't know. They're such a young team, not very experienced in this. Can they continue to do it for the next 60+ games? I want to say yes, because it's a beautiful story, and I like the Devils. I like fans. My best friend's a Devils fan. I like him. They're cool. They're fun to watch. I love Jack Hughes. But it's hard to say they're going to sustain it, because we don't know Vanacek. Obviously, he's playing very good right now, but he's never been a 100% a starter. Schmid, he's young. You mean, like, you can't really trust him if it goes to a playoff game. If Blackwood can't go, can you trust him in the playoffs? I don't know. But I do think, in my opinion, I think you guys, since you guys are far ahead right now, I think it would be tough for you guys not to make playoffs. I think even if you guys are average towards the end of the season, I still think you make playoffs. I don't think you get first or second. I think you're going to fall down a little. I think that's fair. I think the Rangers and the Hurricanes are going to jump ahead. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. I think Devils fans would agree. And I feel like you either get third in the Metro or you sneak into the wild card. I think that's what it is. And obviously, if you make playoffs, that's a positive. But at the same time, do you think you could win a round? I don't know. All right, guys, that is this video. Please drop a like, subscribe if you guys do enjoy it all. Comment down below more video ideas for me in the near future. I will be doing the other divisions soon, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Thank you for being here. Much love and subscribe, motherfuckers.